You know what? Obviously, two teams pretty familiar with each other after playing 8 times last year. Lots of new faces on Duluth. They got a great freshman class, really highly touted, a lot of really skilled players that we were certainly familiar with. We recruited a lot of them. So, start with Matty Rooney coming back after an incredible performance at the Olympics. So, to start there, that's a pretty imposing player to have come back. But they're going to be they're very talented, they're a fast team. They've had a very daunting schedule. They opened up with Boston College, and they got Minnesota and Wisconsin back to back. So they've certainly been tested. So we know we're going to be going against a very good team. And but for us, it's the opener in terms of the WCHA play. Points are on the line, and that's. We talk about how important every point is, and that we have an opportunity to go after some this weekend. So our group's looking forward to it. Sure, just a lot of defensive stuff, Kelly. A lot of in zone. Just working on just little things, because it seems like looking back at our 4 games, it seemed like the little mistakes were we pay the ultimate penalty for them. By that I mean we give up a goal. So. They certainly they weren't effort related. It wasn't anything like that. It was just making better decisions, and so it's just a matter of just repetition. Just keep putting them in positions, and at the same time though, we want to keep working on puck possession and getting opportunities to the net. So combination of a lot of things. We did a lot of competition stuff on the weekend, just trying to keep them in that game mode, and we actually had a pretty good scrimmage yesterday, just for the same reason. So. They're ready to play though. They're anxious. Yeah, she's tremendously athletic. She's got great feet. Just watching the games that she's played. She never gives up on a puck, and if you think you have an easy tap in, all of a sudden she flashes something, whether it's a pad or a glove, and she doesn't get beat on first shots very often, and so you can't be on the perimeter the entire game and think you're going to score on her. You just can't. You've got to create traffic. You got to try to create chaos. But no question that you can. And we have in the past scored on her. So you got to get pucks to the net, and you got to be tenacious around the net. Yeah, just very, very talented up front. Ashton Bell, Riley Houston's back, Naomi Rogi. A lot of their leading scorers are back from last year, and they've got some very, very talented freshmen. They're very, very good up front, no question. They've got 4 pretty good lines, and their D are very talented. They're just a little on the young side, although Elms is an outstanding player and has been since she stepped into the league. And so they're just an all-around very good team, very well coached, and I've always liked the way that Moore's teams have played. They get up and down the ice, they move the puck. They put a lot of pressure on you. So, again, just a real daunting task for us, but, again, a great opportunity as well.
I think we're pretty excited just to get started with the conference play. Obviously, it's a lot of big games coming up for points-wise and stuff. We know they're a good team, and they just skated really well with Wisconsin last week. So they've had definitely tough games to start, so they're fired up and ready to play. We just got to play our game and do our best to compete with them. I think she's just like any other goalie. I mean, they all make mistakes. They can't save everything. So that's just our first priority is going to get shots. We've talked a lot about getting rebounds. She kicks a lot of rebounds out. So just getting rebounds. If she sees it, she's going to stop it. So being in front of the net, screening her, getting tips, getting sticks on pucks, and just being ready to bury anything.
Yeah, in the beginning of the season, anything can happen. No matter what goalie, what players, anything can happen. So if we put some pucks on her, hopefully they'll go in.
Yeah, I think it just mostly gets us more fired up. We always want to beat them. It's always a good game. So just the compete level is always there. We always get fired up to play in their building, and we always want to beat them, crush them. But so I think it doesn't take much to play versus them. We just are always pretty fired up.
It's always a good battle, always a lot of compete. It's always one goal back and forth.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, obviously no one likes to start out the way we have, so that's kind of tough. But starting here, we can get points, and that's really all that matters for our league for the playoffs and moving forward. So it's a fresh start. We can get multiple points this weekend and move on from there.
Yeah, moving on from the past, we've only learned from our mistakes. They've had a few hard past series too, and so have we. So I think we're ready to play them.